today we launched this morning's Skin Deep Week, what with Wayne Rooney having had his hair transplant and a rise in the number of men wanting their manhoods enlarged. It seems cosmetic procedures have never been more popular.
Each day this week we'll be looking at a different non-surgical cosmetic procedure, and on Wednesday we'll be carrying out 3 procedures live in the studio.
Well, we won't be carrying out the procedures, but the people who will are Dr. Aamer, a cosmetic doctor, and his wife, skincare specialist, Lesley.mp4.
Dr. Aamer is one of the UK's leading experts in cosmetic and non-surgical procedures. Lesley.mp4 is a skincare and beauty expert who's specialised in anti-aging treatments for over 20 years. Together, they are the husband and wife team dubbed Mr. and Mrs. Surgery. Their client list includes many celebrities, amongst them EastEnders stars Patsy Palmer and Lucy Speed. From man boobs to Botox, boob jobs to facelifts, Mr. and Mrs. Surgery are at the cutting edge of cosmetics.
Okay, and the cans join us now. Thank you for coming in. Good morning. You know, there's always been a little bit of a stigma with I suppose, cosmetic surgery and getting work done. A lot of people want to keep it private, but realistically, it's more and more common nowadays. So more and more popular. And there are so many advances as well in cosmetic technology that you don't even have to go into the knife anymore. So is it as effective?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's better, actually, because you don't have all the downtime, you don't have to have a general anaesthetic, you don't have the scarring. So definitely I would say surgery is going more that way.
So this is the difference between being a cosmetic doctor and a surgeon. There's no general anaesthetics, no deep cuts.
I think that you can go quite deep, and as you'll see when we see the footage of what we've done, some of the procedures are quite deep, but they're minimally invasive. We're not cutting, we're not moving tissues, and we're preserving the natural look, so we're just getting the best out of people.
Why are people coming to you?
I think there's a trend to less invasive procedures with less downtime. People are busy, they want to get back to work, and also I don't think there's a need for major cutting and scarring.
Is it more discreet then as well? So there's less kind of repair afterwards. You don't have bandages around your head.
Yeah, I think that people don't want scarring so much now, and I think you'd really be surprised how many people do have these procedures. And it's very discreet, as you say. You can come in, have something done, go home. Nobody'd know you had anything done at all.
So what is it? Is it a confidence thing that people come in to see you?
Definitely, yeah. Because I think it enhances people. It makes them feel more confident. So it keeps you as you are, but it just enhances what you've got naturally. So we really prolong that sort of youthful look rather than change the way you look and give you that really tight, wind-pulled tunnel look.
I mean, we're seeing that Wayne Rooney's had a transplant recently. What are the popular treatments for men and women?
I think the most popular for women are breasts still, closely followed by face. And for men, it's the other way around. Men do faces. And it was interesting in the recent poll that a larger percentage of men actually have had cosmetic surgery, but fewer actually admit to it.
Well, we've got our poll results here now. Let's have a look at these. This is the ladies' results first. Most of them say they want to look like Kelly Brook. 34% said they wanted to look like Kelly Brook. But are you happy with your body? 22% said yes, no. 31% said that. Have you had cosmetic surgery? Yes, 5%. No, 95%. The most popular cosmetic surgery, as you were saying, Dr. Khan, was breast enhancement, 37%. Interestingly, the reason for having cosmetic surgery, to gain confidence. 65% of women said that. Has it improved your life? 63% said yes, 24% said no. And then as far as the men are concerned, 10% of men said that they'd had cosmetic surgery and 90% said that they hadn't, the most popular being a facelift at 41%. And then has... the other thing I wanted to point out was, would you consider cosmetic surgery? The vast majority of people who said they wouldn't were concerned about it going wrong.
Yeah, I suppose the side effects, you do worry that you're going to have a reaction, and so are there negative side effects?
I think you hear about the things that go wrong more than you hear about the good procedures. That's the thing. And things obviously can go wrong, can't they?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the more invasive the procedure, the more there is to go wrong. And we've heard of the horror stories of people going abroad and having things done and people dying as a result of it. But as you can see from the survey, that the majority of the people who've had work done were happy with the results.
Well, let's have a word with someone who has, and is very happy with the results. Our first look at our first procedure, Faith Saville-Smith went for a non-surgical facelift, and a word of warning, if you're a bit squeamish, you might want to look away.
Meet 58-year-old makeup artist Faith. Over the past few years, she's longed for a more youthful appearance and is undergoing a new procedure called BodyTite in an attempt to reverse the hands of time.
Well, I'm having the procedure because as time takes its toll and things start to kind of droop down, and I would just like them to kind of go back to where they used to be, basically, and just look a bit younger and more rejuvenated. I wouldn't want to go for a full facelift because I think it would be too intrusive. B, I don't think I really need it at the moment. It might be something that I would have considered in a few years' time, but I think this seems to be less invasive. A little bit apprehensive, but I'm not nervous at all. I've seen some results of some before and after shots, and they have been really impressive. So obviously, I'm hoping it's going to have the same effect on me, and that's how I'm going to look.
How are you? Nice to see you again.
This procedure is undertaken under local anaesthetic and involves applying radiofrequency thermal energy to the face and neck to shrink the tissue, giving a tighter and more lifted appearance. In cases where more tightening and resurfacing is required for older, more sun-damaged skins, radiofrequency can also be delivered through the surface of the skin via small pins. This is known as fractional radiofrequency skin resurfacing, or fractora. The operation takes around an hour to 90 minutes and recovery time is 3 to 5 days.
Well, I've just come out of surgery, and as you can see, I'm rather swollen at the moment, and I am a little bit groggy, but everything seemed to go very well. Everybody seemed very pleased with the procedure, and so I'm just looking forward to the swelling going down and being able to see the results.
Well, Faith is laughing at that. It's not the most flattering look ever. But here you are. How long after the surgery?
It's a big month tomorrow.
Okay, and how have you felt? Are you happy with the results?
Well, I'm happy with the results. Unfortunately, I flew back from Portugal yesterday, so I've come up a bit puffy today, so it's actually looking a lot better than earlier on in the week, but this will go back down again.
Faith, I've got to ask, did that hurt?
It did. Surprisingly, it didn't. The worst part of it was just getting the numbing of the face done. That was the bit that hurt, but the rest of it didn't actually hurt very much at all.
It wasn't too uncomfortable then for.
No, in fact, I nearly dozed off halfway through it. No, I got so relaxed. I no, it didn't really hurt. I mean, the fracture at the end, a little bit around the eyes, hurt a little bit, but it didn't hurt very much at all.
How long before you see the finished result?
I think it's meant to take about 2 months for it all to really start to go back in,
and how long is it going to last for?
Hopefully forever. But
how long should it last for?
Well, it's a long term, so we're looking at years.
Yeah.
Very similar to a minimally invasive facelift.
So do you have to then have it again in a certain amount of time, because otherwise the effects will wear off and it'll be really obvious?
I think really it's all about maintenance. When we buy a car, we don't just buy a car until it breaks down and buy another one. We service it and we MOT it and we maintain it. And similarly with any work that we do, if you do little and often and you maintain things, then you can keep that good look for much longer.
How much does it cost?
Yeah.
What Faith had done, you're looking at around £5,000.
And there are other places in the UK that do this procedure as well. It's not just in London. And are you happy then?
Yes, I'm happy. I am happy. I mean, I think you can see the difference.
Shall we have a look?
I mean, if you must.
Before and after. Here you go. This is you before, and here you come now. So as you say, you're a bit puffy because of the.
It's not really giving a true picture of it, because it actually looks a lot better than that. When yesterday it has puffed up quite a bit.
Where do you notice the difference?
I think the jawline helps. The actual overall texture of the skin has helped. And when you see this going down, you see how wrinkled I was. That's the bit that I used to really hate, and that will go. That when this is shrunk back up again, that will go.
Well, thank you all very much indeed. We'll see you again tomorrow. You're going to come back and do some more tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Thank
indeed.
you.